Hi ladies, hi gentlemen, Palm Springs Cindy, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and press the like button, and please leave a comment so we can get to know one another. Well, morning chat. I have my iced tea here, and I just fed Shelby, and I just want to start by saying that I did not sleep hardly at all last night. I've been going to bed about 9 or 9:30 because I'm that tired. I'm that tired that this wave of tiredness goes over me, and I just say I have to go to bed, and I do. So, but the bad news is last night I woke up around 2 maybe, and I didn't go back to sleep. But I watched TV, and I can't think of what I watched. I watched this really great documentary on Samuel Goldwyn. And he was quite a remarkable man. And he was married to his wife their entire lives. She was Catholic, he was Jewish, and they had one son. And well, anyway, it's a great story. And if you're looking for something good, I found it on YouTube. I put up that lookbook yesterday. You guys, it took me about 8 hours to put that video together, and it's about 3 minutes long. I'm not kidding you, it got the best of me, and I was like determined. I had it one way, I did it another way. Anyway, I was like, get this thing uploaded on YouTube because I'm sick of it already. Well, I have so much to tell you guys. I have lots of morning chat. Well, okay, first of all, like I said, I didn't sleep well last night. So I actually, and I'm showing, the house is being shown to 4 parties today. And because of COVID, the rule is that only one visitation per hour. So one party can come. So I have one party coming at 10 this morning, one party at 11, one party at 12, one party at 1. And in the meantime, our front fountain, it's not working again, but the gentleman came and put in a new motor. Well, then I turned it on, it worked fine, and then I turned it on again, and it's not working. So he's coming today at 12 to check out the fountain motor. And then I have a friend that I'm taking to get to physical therapy at around 12:30-ish, I think. So, okay, so that's sort of my morning. But I already, because I was up so early and I knew the house was going to be shown, I went out in the backyard and I swept the patio. I got in the pool. I did all my exercising in the pool. I swam. I put my ankle weights on. I kicked my legs up and down the pool. I did my styrofoam dumbbells, and I turned the patio TV on, and I was out there and I could kind of listen to the news, and then I would hang on the side of the pool and kick my legs with my leg weights on. Oh, okay, Shelby, hold on. Shelby just finished eating, and right after she eats, she likes to go outside. I have to open the door for her. Don't go anywhere. Okay, hold on. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have been outside. It's so hot in the desert that even just going to the grocery store, going to the post office, doing things like that, I'm getting way too much sun. My face is like a dried prune. And I'm not real big on sunscreen because I don't like the smell, and it tends to break my skin out. I'm going to put this down a little bit. And so anyway, I can't go out in the sun for a while, or at least like this morning I went out and the sun was not up yet. I mean, it was light, but there was no direct sunlight on me. Okay. So I got a lot done this morning. like I said, I cleaned off my patio. I've, made the bed, made sure the kitchen was wiped down, trash is emptied, so that when 10 o'clock, I'm going to leave here about 9:30. I'm going to leave here in about 20 minutes. And the people looking at the house can come. Now, yesterday, a party came to look at my house. They were here 2 hours. I'm kidding you. I left. What did I do? I left to go. I knew they were coming, so I wanted to make myself scarce. I don't even remember what I did, but I left the house. And it was, I was gone for like an hour, and then it was like, I need to get back home. Well then, I know what, I had a lunch date, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So anyway, I got home from my lunch date, and I had a text from the realtor that said, they're still here. They've been here a long time, and they're standing out in the backyard. They're looking at everything. Okay, they were here 2 hours. So hopefully they will make an offer. But I haven't heard anything. Their realtor is not my realtor, so they have to go to their realtor, and then they have to contact my realtor, whatever. I'm not sure how that works, and I don't care. But yes, I had a lunch. I went out to lunch yesterday, and this is how it's working in the desert. You can go, some restaurants are open for dining in, not just take out. So if they're open for dining in, then of course you have to wear your mask, and then once you're seated, you can take your mask off. And you have to sit outdoors. Okay, well, who wants to sit outdoors? It's like 112 outside. But, hi, sweetie, you ready to come in? Well, come in. She's coming back in. So, but where we ate yesterday, they have those misters. And, I have to tell you guys something. I've never heard of this. So they have the misters out on the patio, and fans, and so that keeps you cool. And we were sitting in the shade. Well, I noticed on the misters, there were these plastic bags filled with water and tied at the top, like with just a tie that comes with those plastic baggies. And they were they were hung in a uniform way on each mister along the patio. So I said to my friends that I was with, I said, don't look now, but what are those plastic bags filled with water hanging on the misters? They could fall down and hit us in the head and spill water all over us. Well, anyway, so one of the people that I was having lunch with said, that's to keep flies away. I was like, what? And they said, it's kind of a wives' tale, and also you're supposed to put a penny inside the bag and fill it up with water. Well, I have never heard of that. There was a fly. There was a fly I was drinking iced tea, and there was a fly on my iced tea rim because it grossed me out. But as I looked around, I thought there aren't many flies. Anyway, so if you've heard of that, let me know. I thought it was crazy. Okay. So, all right, then I came, so that's how it's working for eating out. And I've gone out twice this week. Once check this one out. I don't know, I guess this is true. I met a friend, and we were gonna just go for a drink and appetizers at Tommy Bahama's in Palm Springs. So we went, I drove my own car. We got a table. It was not real crowded. Seating outside, wear your mask. You have to go inside to order, and then they bring your food and your drink out to you. The waiters and everybody are wearing masks. Well, but once the customers sit down, we can take our masks off and, of course, eat and converse. Well, so I ordered a drink, and my friends ordered a drink as well. Well, then the waiter says, I can't serve you a cocktail unless you order food. So I said, we looked at each other. We said, "Oh, no problem." We were going to order an appetizers, and we started to order some coconut shrimp. And he said, "Oh, he said you can't order an appetizer. It has to be an entree. You have to have a full-on dinner if I am allowed to serve you a drink." I've never heard of such a thing. But he said, "This is part of the new COVID rules for our city, I guess." So I thought, no, wait a minute. Is this like a money thing? Don't let anybody just come for a drink, make them order dinner. I just don't know. Well, it didn't matter because we were going to have something to eat anyway. So he said, "Once I take your order, then I can bring you your cocktail." Like, well, let's order. And I ordered the vegetable bowl. I mean to tell you, if you're ever at Tommy Bahama's, order the vegetable bowl. First of all, it was ginormous, which I loved that right away. And secondly, it was full of the best vegetables, cooked really well with a great sauce. It was very, very good and quite plentiful. So anyway, we enjoyed our dinner, and once again they had misters, but on the Tommy Bahama patio, the misters, I didn't notice any of those plastic water bags, but the misters weren't spraying right on us. They were kind of spraying the table behind us more. But anyway, it was still fine, and most of all, it's just so nice to get out. Okay, the other thing, someone mentioned that they noticed that I had my hair colored. Yes, I did. I had my hair cut and colored and fresh highlights put in. You can see, like, I highlight here, whatever. And then they said, how are you doing that? What salons are open? So I said, well, my new hair cutter, which is really my old hair cutter that I went to in my 30s, she has a shop and she just opens it for one person at a time. And she's wears one of those welding things. And then she opens the door, it's locked, and then she opens the door for you, walk in, and she says, "I want you to watch me." She sprays everything down, sanitizes everything, and then she says, to me, I don't have to wear my mask if I don't want to, but she wears hers. So anyway, it's okay for them to be open. So, and she takes one person at a time. I've got this little protein bar. I've had it in the refrigerator. So that's how I had my hair done. And it's a little bit light because of the sunshine, being out in the sun. Okay. Now, one of the things that the realtor told me was people go out in the backyard, in my backyard, and they say, "Oh, darn, too bad." I may have told you guys this. "Oh, darn, too bad there's not a mountain view." Well, there is a mountain view if the people behind would keep their trees cut. The rule is you can only have your trees 5 feet above the wall, the block wall. So the neighbor over here cut his trees. But the neighbor back here has not cut their trees. And they're the ones that I peeked in the window, and I don't think anybody's living in that house, but they have a gardener. So we're going due process. I gave them a letter. I gave everybody a letter. Then I called the HOA, the president, and then they've mailed letters. And then I've said what's going on because I still don't have my view. And it's not fair for that we pay our HOAs regularly. They don't follow the rules. So it's like, come on. So he said that they have due process. They have a certain amount of time to get it done. Now, just as I was setting up for this video, the gardener's over there and he's cutting the bushes, but he's not cutting the top. He's like cutting the part that's hanging over low on their side, but he's not trimming the height. So today I'm going to have 4 people come look at the house, and if he would have trimmed the top, I would have had a complete mountain view. I'm so irritated. Ugh. My baby bird, I fed my baby bird, and then it started trying to fly out of the bowl, spreading its wings. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's gonna fly out of the bowl. So I did cover the bowl like at night, but left air, you know. But then the next morning, or even in the middle of the night when I would get up to give it food and water, it was getting very active. So I thought, ugh. So I took the bowl, I put it out in the bushes, and I would check on it. A couple times I brought him back in and fed him, but then I went out to get him another time, he was gone. So I'm hoping he flew away, and because he's not there. So whatever happened, I did my share of the duty. Okay, you guys, I'm starting to ramble. I did put that little lookbook up. I told you about that. And I kind of have a busy day today, and then I'm going to try to get home and take a nap because of me not sleeping well. I finished with my iced tea, and I'm going to hang up. So, P.S. I love you, and until our next conversation.